what is your relationship to money, Mark? Like, do you hate it? Do you just not see the value in it? Do you see it as a tool? I am interested in this.
Okay, all right. Here's the thing. I talk about this a lot, actually, recently.
Okay.
Money is meaningless.
Then give it away, Mark. Give it to all your viewers if it doesn't matter.
I did not say useless. I did not say useless, but it's meaningless, right?
Mm-hmm.
People apply meaning to it, but natively it means nothing. Very useful, and it's only useful because we believe it's useful. And that's the whole basis of trade and economy. And on a macro scale, minor scale, macro scale, whatever. It's just people believe that it's a certain value, and that's what it is. And I always go back to those rocks. You know what I mean? The rocks.
Walk me through this.
The rocks, the rye stones. They're 8,000-pound rocks, right? An island country, I don't remember the name of it, but their currency was 8,000-pound rocks, right? You couldn't really move them. Like, you would trade with them, though. I have rock. I also have a bushel of vegetables. Do you want it? Or you have a bushel of vegetables. I have a rock. And I'm like, I want that bushel of vegetables. And you would go, how much rock you got? And I go, 1 rock. And you'd be like, oh, hell yeah, take my vegetables. And we wouldn't even have to move the rock. You would go, that's my rock now. And I would go, everybody, that's his rock now. And then that's exchange. And that's exactly what happens today. When you look at your numbers in your phone for your bank that exists, you look at the numbers and they're rocks. And I go to you, I'm like, oh, I owe you 1 number for dinner the other night. And you go like, oh, hell yeah, it was 1 number, all right, idiot. And I send you the number and you're like, yeah, I got it. Thanks for the number. And I go, you're welcome. Thanks for the food. And same thing, right? It's the exact same thing. People think that the 8,000-pound rock idea is crazy, but the system we use today, when's last time you used a dollar bill, right?
Right, yeah.
Especially now, I buy everything through my phone with magic numbers that show up because of the other numbers I get on YouTube. I get a lot of YouTube numbers. I get a lot of money numbers in exchange for those YouTube numbers. You know what I mean? It's all numbers. It's all rocks. Yeah, everything's rocks all the way down, man.
Oh, wow.
It's all rocks.
You're taking turtles all the way down to that. I like that. So, but I mean, okay. Because I will agree that I think a lot of the way that people talk about money, it's like, it's kind of dumb, right? But then, so if you have that relationship with it, I guess, why would you do things like launch the clothing brand? Is that more of a creative thing, or is it the numbers still matter and there's utility and so it enables things? What is it?
My manager thought of that idea.
Oh my God.
What?
That should be the tagline for Cloak.
I like it. It's a good outlet for clothes, but that was my manager's idea.
Yeah.
And he said, like, hey, you should launch a clothing company. I'm like, why? And he was like, it could be very successful. I'm like, okay, you could launch your own clothes that you want to wear. And I'm like, I like that idea. I like the thing where I make what I want to wear. And then I was on board.
So those magical numbers, they in no way do they control your sense of success or failure or worth?
Not mine, but
that's
I recognize
great. That's the healthiest thing I've ever heard from a person. And I actually feel like you're being honest about it.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't I be? But I also recognize that, like, say, making a company like the clothing company is good because it allows other people to sustain themselves.
Right.
Like, I'm a big proponent of job creation and paying people what they're worth. Like, that's my big thing. Like, my editing team, I try to make sure they are compensated exceptionally well. I try to beat other YouTubers' offers just because I want to keep them on board. And how dare anyone try to offer them? But I also give them, like, good healthcare because I know that it doesn't matter, like, how healthcare would affect my bottom line on my business. Yeah. That's stupid profitable. Get them the best healthcare. It's a no-brainer for me. So it's not like I don't care about money. I recognize its value. But for me, what do I need? I'm able to buy a $20 meal delivered to my house 2 times a day, and that never hurts me. That's enough. Why would I ever need more? The fact that I do that is a waste, but I can do that because my YouTube channel is large and successful. I don't need more. I have a Tesla. I don't need anything else. That shit's great. You know, like why do I need 2 cars, let alone the one? The one is like, it's same thing. The food every day delivered is an excess. an excess that doesn't hurt me at all. And I recognize that, and I'm able to do that. And in the COVID days, I have no apology for it because I need it delivered anyway. But like same with the Tesla, like it's an excess, but that's it. And after that, what do I buy? Some video games, like some computer hardware? What do I do with the rest of my money? I just throw it into a stock hole. I let my accountant go stock crazy, and then suddenly more money appears. That's the most insane thing.
That is the most insane thing to me.
You have money, and money just makes more money. What is that money doing? Like, I get it with like the companies and stuff. That money definitely gets money to other people so that they can pay their bills and feed their family and feed themselves, and hopefully get them something that they enjoy as any sort of a thing that they want because it's their money. But when you throw money into a stock hole and what is it doing? What is it doing in there? It's like I don't get honey. How does honey make any money? I don't get it. You know?
Well, I know how.
Well, I'm glad you brought this up. I think there's something very suspicious about honey. I think there's something.
Have they ever sponsored you?
No. I would never.
Let's go, Adam.
I would never. Not their blood money. No way. Something shady going on there.
You're gonna get a cease and desist from this.
Hey, free speech. I can criticize them if I want.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not blood money. I don't know what they do. Legally, distinctly, maybe there's something wrong, but I have no proof.
No, honey,
but I got a feeling.
Honey's the reason that I never offer coupon codes because it completely fucks me. I'm just like, oh, well, there went 20% of my profits because everyone got a fucking plug-in. Great.